man. It's Black Jew World Podcast, 713 Hebrew Hill. This show is powered and sponsored by Black Jew Media Group. As always, I got my co-host with me, Mitch.
Hey.
Now, we got a little special treat for y'all today, man. We're going to save it for the end of the podcast. But I'm going to have this gentleman introduce himself, let y'all know what he's talking about. I could introduce him, but I'll be doing him just such a disservice. So go ahead and introduce yourself to him, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maximillion Rogers, and I'm blessed to be here. This podcast.
All praise, all praise. Now,
Yeah.
This gentleman been telling me, he just shared with me off scenes that he been following my platform since how old you say you was, bro?
So I'm 25 now, but I've been following you since it's probably 17 or 18, man. So it's been a minute.
Let me tell y'all, before Black Jew World Podcast, just Google 713 Hebrew, man.
Yeah.
My whole mission is about waking up the 1/3 of Israel, man. It's all about telling today's Negroes that we are indeed the children of Israel, bro. Now we just kind of flipping it through the podcast, but if you ever want to go get that knowledge, just Google 713 Hebrew, man. It's real talk with it, man. And I appreciate you following me that, man, because, I was doing that for free, bro. I was going to speaking engagements and wasn't even charging nobody, bro. Like, it was all about the message. It was all about just telling our people who we truly are, man. It was never about the money. It was never about monetizing nothing, man. So now with the podcast, we kind of doing it in a different way, bro. But I appreciate you following the platform for that long, man. All praises, man. Like, I'm super honored that you even shared that with me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, knowledge pours out in like different locations, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So.
That's for sure, there. Now, look, this podcast is about you, man. Talk about your music career, man. Listen to a few of your songs, man. You jam, bro. You jam, man.
Yeah.
Tell the people where you from, man. Where you from?
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but my mom moved us down to Dallas when I was about 11 years old, and I was doing music at the time, but it was kind of like creative, kind of like fun, and I did music early on from about probably like maybe 9 to like 12 is when I kind of like took a little hiatus, a little break. Picked it back up around 15 and then stopped it. And then I met my soon friend, and we started doing music again at 18. And I've been doing it for since 18 now. I've had some successful years, but yeah.
You said so. You started at 9, so grew up in Motown for a little bit.
Yeah.
You think being from Detroit? What up, though? What you talking about What you talking about them sandwiches? You talking about
them corned beef sandwiches, boy.
Oh yeah.
Look, see, corned beef sandwiches.
So
Duchess Donuts too.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Duchess Donuts.
Duchess Donuts.
Detroit, you got to get Duchess Donuts.
We gotta go. We gotta go to Detroit.
Duchess
Bro. We
Donuts.
gotta go check it out, man.
Not when it's cold though.
Not when it's cold. Yeah.
Not when it's
nah.
So we're gonna wait till the spring. We ain't going out there no time soon. Not this quarter. We're gonna wait till after all that snow and stuff. Cause I'm pretty sure they get a lot of snow.
But wait, I want to ask you, what keeps you motivated to?
That's really God, bro. I know it's a cliche answer, but
all praise
deep down in my heart, I've been wanting to kind of take a little break from music and focus on more serious matters. But I know the Spirit wants me to go ahead and conclude on what I'm doing with this mission, so I can move into my next chapter in my life.
Okay.
Because I mean, when you got a calling on your life, man, you're supposed to do something. When you know you're supposed to do something, and you got the calling in your life, you know, too much is given, much is required.
Absolutely, that's word right there.
Yeah.
Too much is given, much is required. So, what factors was going on in your life that made you even contemplating on like chilling on music for a little bit? Like you had some personal things going on. You didn't like how your music career was going. Like, talk to us about that.
It's just the trajectory of music. Like, as we sitting here as men, we chopping it up, we chilling, you know what I'm saying? But in music, you can paint yourself out to be something totally different from what you even live.
Facts.
And people go online and they look at you and they swear they know you. That's not even who you are.
It's not even who you are.
And it can kind of be a little sad because that's the culture we live in.
Yeah.
It's a microwave culture where a lot of people can really lie about who they are in a span of a couple years. And
social media, man.
It's like, I know that dude though. Like he wasn't like that in high school or something.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
We talk. Me and Mitch speak about that often. Yeah, bro.
how people live through social media.
Yeah.
You live
Nah,
a
for real.
totally different life on social media,
Yeah,
but
for real.
but people know you in person and be
For
like,
real though.
you ain't living like that.
Yeah, and I think that's why, going back to the answer of music, I'm starting to value my connections and my friendships and my close friendships, because like, um, when you read the word is meant to create community,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and social media has divided us through like we're connected on social media, but it's a lot of trolls, it's a lot of superficial judgment, uh, and people have lost the touch of being people. You
Mhm.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Actually holding a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Look at somebody in the eyes and like really valuing their time, you know? And I find it funny that it takes a person dying for a person to get on a social media page and be like,
Mm.
oh, you know what I'm saying, he was this and that. And it's like, you could have called him.
Could have
You
told
you
him
could
why
have
he was
called him.
here.
Yeah,
Right.
you could have called him.
We spoke about that a few
Right.
episodes ago, man. About that pride. All it is
You know,
pride, man.
it be pride, but sometimes it be irresponsibility.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us take for granted a lot of things that are in our life before it goes. And, you know, time is something that we think we have, but we really don't have time, bro.
We
Don't know the time
hard
nor a day, man. You know, that's why you gotta seize moments, man. When you mention the word, why you think a lot of truth artists, a lot of artists that speak or their music is channeled through their spiritual beliefs, why you think they don't win like that?
Well, that's a good question. Let's look at the word truth artist. Your truth and my truth are still truth. And it sounds weird, but okay, if I'm a hip hop artist and I want to talk about selling drugs and killing people and all that, that's his truth.
Yeah?
Yeah, he doing that.
Yeah.
But his truth don't mean it's the right truth.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
just like it's his truth.
right.
Mhm.
And we can talk about me smashing on this chick and that chick and this chick. Okay, that's your life, but explain to the people the detriments and the aftermath effect of what happens when you do that.
Mm.
And then let's talk about marriage and loving someone and vulnerability and trust. And let's talk about the aftermath of that,
Yeah.
the longevity of that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because people love to say, oh, you know what I'm saying, I can't trust these hoes, or these niggas ain't shit. People love to say all that.
Yes.
But no one actually takes the time to say, well, where do I point myself at? How do I play a part in this?
Mm.
How do I make this situation any better or any worse? You know? And, a lot of us as adults are coming from trauma from many different generations.
Yeah.
But it takes a leader to look at that trauma and say, yeah, that's not going to be in my life. That was my mom and my daddy. I love them, but that's not me.
Now you're talking about breaking generation curses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is, But sorry, I went a little too far from the point of what you're talking.
No, go ahead, man. We chopping it up, man. We
But-
kings here, bro.
But truth artists get a bad rep because I think truth artists are so focused on, oh, I'm telling the truth. I'm the truth and me. And yeah, people want to hear that, but okay, well, sometimes we want to talk about things that are normal. I like to talk about my girl ass and how big it is. Like I can say that, you know what I'm saying? Because God made it that way.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, okay.
That's truth behind it, but there's a I think there's a more, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a classier way to say that,
Yeah.
and that's, as you mature and get older, that's what people are trying to figure out, the defining line between being a truth artist and just being an artist. Because we all
It's a
feel the
thin
same.
line.
We all feel the same things, bro. We just human beings. That's
True.
True.
I think it's so easy to make the secular music because that's what everybody's like on. And like you said, it's a certain way you can talk about a woman's ass, talk about your woman's ass. Everybody want to hear like the raunchy way.
Yeah.
They want to hear the face down, ass up, and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we used to hearing. Instead of hearing it in a different manner. If you go listen to old R&B music, bro, they talked about all that nasty stuff, bro. They just knew how to say you had to peep it.
Yeah, and I didn't know what SWV was talking about on Rain on Me until somebody explained the lyrics. And I was like, damn, all right. But it's a hard song. And for our women to sing like that about us,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That to me is true love.
It is, bro.
The way what they were talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even Donnell Jones, when he made the song Where I Want to Be, people need to start looking at the YouTube views on these songs. songs like that be having hundreds of millions of views because it's a real song.
It's a real
It
song.
really applies to my life.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of substance to it. That's why it applies like that.
Yeah.
So when you say you started music like around 9, what were you doing? Like just freestyling? Were you a musician? You played instruments? Like what it look
Man,
like
I was
for you?
being bad somewhere, bro.
Shit, that's all of us done, bro.
Being bad.
No, I would.
You want bad?
Mm-mm.
Shit.
Boy, act like we didn't grow up on the same block. Go ahead with the story, bro.
Shoot, I was just gonna say, probably at the time I was listening to a lot of DJ Premier. You know, it was a lot of DJ Premier I was listening
So
to.
DJ Premier, H-Town in the building, baby.
Yeah, it was him. Who else was I listening to? I listened to a lot of. I was a big '90s fan rapper, because I love the lyrics. So I was listening to KRS-One.
Okay.
Then Tribe Called Quest.
Okay, Q-Tip.
And then
Fife Dog.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's when I got on to Biggie and Pac. So it was like hip hop was just kind of schooling me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you moved to Houston. No, you moved to Dallas.
Yeah.
What you thought about Texas when you first moved out here? Because Michigan and Texas is apples and oranges.
Day and night, bro. Yeah. The snow is crazy as hell up there. Well, you know, I kind of miss the snow, but at the same time, I don't miss that shit. Oh, man.
It get cold in Dallas, though.
It do.
Not
It ain't no
like-
Detroit.
It get cold in Dallas, bro.
Yeah.
No, not Detroit. No.
But you know, the ice is bad down here.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really
Especially that
bad.
black ice.
Yeah. But I mean, compared to Texas, when you look at our economy and you look at the economy in Detroit, we're blessed. Job opportunities everywhere. Just pick one.
That's why a lot of people moving to Houston, bro.
Dallas, Austin.
Dallas, yeah, Texas and period.
Yeah.
I live in Austin, bro. If I could live in another city outside of Texas, outside of Houston, it'd be Austin, bro. I love Austin.
Yeah, I was actually saying the same thing when I was driving here.
Yeah, bro. Like Dallas is
beautiful
cool.
city.
San Antonio is cool, but Austin,
It's got the mix, don't it?
got the mix, not too big, not too small.
The mountains and
Mountains, all that kind of get like them
river.
Cali vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lake Travis out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I rock with Austin. What you think? You like Austin?
Yeah. Austin better than Dallas.
I ain't gonna say better than
I ain't
gonna say better than
better,
Dallas.
but
That Metroplex is crazy in Dallas, man.
Dallas is cool, but you know, somebody made the argument the other day that Dallas doesn't have any scenery outside of the city, and he was correct. Like we don't have any that Cali scenery that you was talking about that Austin has.
Is there a whole bunch of it's real hilly out there in Austin, bro.
Yeah,
and you can still have they got houses in the hills and all that stuff, bro. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
When was the day you believe you fell in love with music?
Music's always been a passion. I think God puts your passion in your heart, and it's up for you to uncover that passion. I've always been a musician, but for me, I think sometimes I forget because my heart wants to do so many different projects.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'd be the same way, man.
So are you more R&B or rap, like, or both?
I'd say
how you balance that?
I'd say with music, I'm a hip hop artist first, and then I'm a musician because when you got something to say on any beat, it don't matter what beat.
It don't matter.
Is.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we're gonna find out a little later, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out a little later if that's really true or not.
Yeah.
We're gonna find it real later. But any other artists in Texas that influence you outside of Premier? You know, we got our own little
I really like UGK. Who else?
Pimp C Bun B. Salute to y'all, man. R.I.P. to the pimp.
I don't think 8 Ball is from here.
Nah, they from Memphis.
They from Memphis.
I gotta think. It's gonna be a minute. Yeah, other than UGK, that's it, bro.
UGK.
Yeah.
What about the screw music? You like screw?
Screw music is nice. When Paul Wall and what's his name?
Chameleon.
Him and Mike Jones was rapping.
Swisher House and all that. Yeah.
You know, in 2005, they really brought a new, different type of taste to music.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like the Eastern culture had no right to judge Southern music because we brought soul to hip hop. Yeah, people wanted to hear all that conscious shit, but we brought soul to hip hop. We brought dancing and you know, so we made people feel alive and cool at these functions outside of R. Kelly. You know.
See, with East Coast music, East Coast artists, they were so used to being such lyricists. and seeing who was the best lyricist and all that. Down here in Texas and in the South, we just like jamming, bro.
Yeah.
We know we like jamming.
East Coast, they love
yeah
the down south music.
Now they do.
No, this back in 2005, 2006.
Well, they eventually had to get on.
They wanted to know when I was up there, man, you know Mike Jones? I'm like, yeah. But the stuff they was on was like all of us. It was like they was just catching it.
Yeah.
But it was they was in love with Mike Jones, Power Wall, Slim Thug. They was.
Cause down here in the South, man, we like we speak about what we have and what we do every day.
Yeah.
We talking about the cars, the women, you know, all that stuff, man. Where you from? We didn't really care about who was the best. Everybody was just making, like, Florida got their own sound. Georgia has their sound. Memphis has theirs. Louisiana has theirs. Texas got out. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You know, it was just it's a plethora of different styles in the South. In the East Coast, it was kind of everybody was just in Tim's and, you know, seeing who was the best lyricists out there. And that's why I'm saying at the beginning, they didn't too much really care about the South like that. We kind of had to earn our respect. They thought we were just down here partying, wearing colorful Air Force Ones and all that stuff. It was really just East Coast, West Coast.
Right.
And we always did our thing, but it was low key. But now you can't make no music unless you come through the South. Most of the best producers in music are from the South.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks.
You know, all from the South. When did you discover you was like nice? When you like, you know what, I can kind of, you know, I can possibly even make a living doing this.
Yeah. So my first single that really took off was a song called Insecure. And before that, I had dropped this song called Nappy the Israelite. And this was when I came back doing music in 2018. But I dropped Nappy the Israelite. Then I dropped another song called, I think it was Insecure. And I did Mommy You Did It. And I was like rusty around the time.
Yeah.
But Insecure had to be probably my best work for coming back into music around that time.
How old you was around that?
I was 18.
You was 18?
Yeah, I was 18 when I wrote that song. But the flow, the lyricism, the song context, all of it. That song went to 100,000 streams in 5 months.
In 5 months?
Yeah.
So that what
praise.
talking about? Well, your music period. What platform? You know, if I'm sitting, want to listen to you.
I'm on all platforms. Yeah, I'm on all platforms. Yeah.
Is that when music stopped becoming more so like a hobby to you, something you was good at, and when you started like pursuing it fully?
Yeah.
You say you was a little rusty around that time.
Yeah,
so.
and then to go more into detail, after that 100,000 streams, I got a $500 check from Spotify.
What?
And you know, me loving to work and loving to keep $1 in my pocket, like I was like, all right, well, I can make some money off of this, you know? But
yeah, that started with $500, man. Started with $500.
And that's after 100,000?
Yeah, after 100,000 streams. That's kind of a ripoff. I ain't gonna.
Right.
But you know,
it's something you start, you see what you can make.
I feel like though I've been being groomed over these last couple of years before I go ahead and conclude my music chapter, wherever God takes me with it. Because when that song took off, I had a label reach out to me, and they wanted to offer me $1,500, no, $3,000 for a 15-year contract at the time.
What?
Hold on, whoa.
What year was this?
This was 2018, bro.
Hold on, repeat that.
Wait, no.
Yeah, they wanted to offer me $3,000 for a 15-year contract. I still got the email too. Yeah.
Damn. Wait.
Yeah. I told my mom about it, and I know she wasn't, because she was like, "Well, let me get a lawyer." But looking at it now, being 25, I would have said, "No."
Right.
Like, what are you finna give me? What?
3,000 for 50.
Hey, whoever that was, y'all was wrong for that shit.
Fuck that. You know, you remember the record label?
I don't want to say that name. Nah.
You better be glad he ain't saying nothing, man.
Look, you
better be glad he don't give
$3,000
for a 15-year.
And you know what's crazy? They talked about riding me out to California, and they were like, "We're gonna do this and that," and all of that was coming out of that $3,000 budget.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's crazy because that's why I can say that's why Slim Thug don't want to sign with a label. He said he make more money independent.
Yeah.
Label.
Well, I mean, rappers and musicians have to start looking at it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Music has to be one of the most lucrative industries. And Mark Cuban said this is because when hip hop was taking off, a lot of the football players wanted to sign artists because of how much money they were making off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Musicians get to this mindset where they think they just untouchable. Everyone's supposed to worship them because they know how to make a song. And that's not the point. The point is building your customer service fan base.
Yes.
Your fan base is your customer service.
Yes.
You know, what's across the street? What's the name of that paint shop? Sharon Paint or something like that?
Sharon Williams.
Sharon Williams. Man, if I walk in there and if I say, hello, how you doing? They look at me and they say, what's up? How many times do you think I'm going to keep going there?
Right.
It's customer service.
Yeah.
And musicians have horrible customer service.
Ooh.
You know?
Message. Y'all heard what he talking about, man. It's all about building that fan base first. And you ain't doing that with poor customer service. You're not doing that. Like you said, a lot of them times they just think it's a hot song. They think they're going to get on just like that. They put out a hot track and all of a sudden everybody come running for it, man. It's a fan base. One of my favorite artists, Brent Faiyaz.
Community. I'd like to call it more of a community.
More community?
Yeah, it's a community for sure.
Community. And they'll follow you wherever you go.
Yeah, because they love you. They know who you are.
They know exactly who you are. They will support everything you do.
As long as you ain't touching on children.
Yeah, can't touch the children, man. We ain't touching children on that, man. So, what's been your experience with doing collabos with other musicians, man? Is the customer service right with them too, or is it kind of like like janky?
It depends on your volume of how much your brand is worth, and how much their brand is worth. So if they come to you and they see you got a higher brand, obviously they'll want to do it to get your numbers. But if there's a genuine connection there, let's make some music. Because a lot of times it's not about the numbers. Sometimes I really do genuinely like your artistry. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's very rare for a person to say, I like your artistry. Can we make a song? Because in the beginning, it's all about numbers. Well, no, in the beginning, it's about the art.
Yeah.
And then as the artist grows, it becomes numbers. But it should be about the art.
Should be about the art. Yeah, okay. Mrs. Cruz, tell us about this song, man.
Yeah.
It's your new track, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear about that.
That's actually probably my favorite song that I've wrote to date. Because all my music is about my personal experiences in life. And
so nothing fictitious about none of your music?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, Miss Cruz was I like that song. It's really good because it is a message to people in relationships that are ending relationships on how we can end this in love. Just because I don't have the same feelings for you no more doesn't mean I have to hate you. I don't like that about our culture. Everybody wants to shit on their ex. But what if I was a good person to you and I really did love you, but I'm just not in love with you no more?
It happens.
It do.
It happens. And sometimes things don't end bad.
Yeah.
So with that being said, would you still be cool with an ex because it didn't end bad?
The boundary levels. But I would, but I don't know if they would be with me because you got to respect it. Everybody don't got the same open-minded heart that you do. Some people hold on to things a little more than you do, and you can't really blame them for that because they may have really wanted things to work with you, and you like kind of a little nonchalant with it, and that may hurt them.
Good answer.
You may want to be friends with them, but I don't want to fuck with you because it hurt them. You know what I'm saying?
I like that response he gave.
It was similar to what I had said on podcast a couple of days ago.
We're not going into that, but it was not nowhere similar.
What if your old lady had an issue with you being friends with an ex?
She got the right to have an issue with that until there's some conversation about that. But if things look suspicious, she got the right to feel that way. What do I look like hanging out with my ex more than I'm hanging out with my girl? That's weird.
That's different.
Yeah.
But let's say if that's not the case. Let's just say that y'all are still in contact with one another.
She call you every.
I don't know, bro. I don't know because until everyone want to say they don't want to do that, but until it's in your ball court, me personally, I'm not a jealous guy. I used to be a jealous guy, but I learned how to not be a jealous guy.
Okay.
If my girl was still talking to her ex, I kind of really wouldn't take that relationship serious. Like I don't think I could really look at her and be like, I can trust her. Because everything when I hurt her, she gonna go and talk to her ex about it. And what if her ex is what if he wanna have sex one night and he feeling her?
See, that's what I was trying to explain to you.
I understand.
You got to cut that shit short, bro.
But I'm saying.
But that's just my personal opinion,
right?
You know,
I ain't got to say nothing.
that's just my personal opinion.
That's his opinion.
You know what
Everyone
I'm
is
saying?
titled. Who's saying it
But
ain't
what did you
nothing
say?
like that?
What did you
I
say?
said, yeah, I could, because I don't look at her like that no more.
And it depends on how much you trust her and how much she communicate with you.
Right. It ain't no everyday thing.
But what if your current girl
Now, if she
has
got a
issue
problem
with, like,
with
she
it,
has a problem
you
with
didn't
it?
say that. You didn't ask that.
Yes, I did.
We have to run it back. But if she have a problem with it, oh no, I can't talk to you no more. I'm gonna tell you, my old lady got a problem.
And it may hurt. It may hurt, but you respecting your relationship,
right? Because I'm in a new relationship. I don't want this to turn out how that did, so I'm gonna cut that off. Because I done that.
Your lady got to make the meanest meal for you that night and throw that shit on you the meanest way when she respects you.
You ain't lying.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. Because I mean, the boundaries have to be there.
Right.
And if she's a real friend, she's not gonna do nothing to overstep your boundaries with your new relationship. Especially if her main mission is to make sure that y'all have some type of friendship going forward. She's not gonna jeopardize what you have going now.
That's called integrity.
Integrity, yeah. But sometimes women don't be like that.
But some people know.
Sometimes men don't even be like that.
Some people know their ex. The ex was doing this shit with the ex before that. So you got in a relationship, and that's how you got him, because he was talking to her.
That's true. But the older you get, the more you just want peace in your life, man.
Facts.
Everything don't really
that's big facts, man.
It don't gotta be all that.
Maximillion coming on the podcast, spitting straight wisdom today, man.
Nah, I mean, it don't gotta be all that drama and stuff, man. Because
for what?
Man, I
done went through it, my dad.
I done seen enough.
I think we all probably have.
Yeah, that was about 10 years ago. It was, yeah.
Let's talk about the project, though. Let's talk about Son of Man, man. You know?
Yeah.
Therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
What was going on in your mind when you came out with that mixtape?
At the time, I think I was 21 or 20, and I had just broke up with because I wasn't in a relationship for like 3 years. When I went to high school, that's when I started reading the scriptures and taking things serious.
Yeah.
And my mindset towards women just like totally changed. Like I looked at women in more of a.
You start grouping them.
What you mean?
Like you start putting them all in one basket.
No, I looked at women in more of a sisterly way. Not to say that I wasn't attracted to her, but like more of like I just don't see your body. I want to know your character way.
Okay.
So then I got out of high school, had some issues, and I had a lot of girls, man, a lot of intelligent, beautiful women that were throwing themselves at me in high school. But like I didn't know how to handle it because like my heart wasn't like a player. I wasn't trying to be that in high school. You know what I'm saying? Then I got out of high school. I got out of high school and I met my ex at the time, and she had a big crush on me in high school. Man, she really loved me. Girl used to walk up to me, "Hi, Max." Her eyes would just get so big.
Mm-hmm.
We got out of high school, and she had this high expectation for me at the time, which she deserved to have that. But I wasn't ready to meet that expectation. On top of I was kind of losing a little bit of not faith in God, but just like my principles.
Oh,
so I went right back into the world, and I was just kind of like smashing on her, and I wasn't in a relationship for 3 years, so it was like that relationship really kind of damaged me in a way that I never, as a man, ever want to show up to no woman ever again. It made me somebody that I just could never be proud of. You know what I'm saying? And that's what most of Therapeutic was about. And then, woman issues. That was it, really.
So you feel like you said it was a mixtape or CD?
It was a mixtape.
You feel like that was some of your best work or best?
A lot of people give me some credit on that. Therapeutic was a good project.
My favorite song is on there. Heavens Above. Heavens Above and Pray. My two favorite songs on that, bro.
Yeah, Pray is actually the record that I was so low when I wrote that record. I was so low because we just kept breaking up and getting back together and breaking up. And y'all don't know the pain of heartbreak until you end something.
You ain't lying, bro.
But
when he said that breaking up and getting back together,
That's a lot of
But it
people.
wasn't
That's a lot of
just
people
breaking
out.
up. She was cheating. I was cheating. It was,
There was a lot going on.
it was
Yeah,
a
there's a lot
lot.
going on.
More than a lot, man.
Took a bunch of
That
wear and
nobody
tear.
should ever put nobody ever through. You know what I'm saying? So
Why you think we as a people be so quick to do that though? Just put
nobody teaches us how to sit down and love each other. Nobody. Well, they do, but how many family households can you think of where the mother and the father have healthy communication?
few. And like it's very, very small few, bro.
And I mean, the
If the
dude,
daddy even in the house.
yeah, and in the
Yeah,
even parents who are in the house, how many men can you think of treat the woman with the type of attractive respect that she wants? They make her laugh. They still date her and take her out and court her.
a few.
If she asks, you know what I'm saying, do these jeans make me look big? You say something like, you say something attractive to her, you know what I'm saying? You make her feel
Right.
loved and appreciated still.
I think it's so competitive with us as a people nowadays, man. It's like it's not coming together, becoming one flesh. It's like what you bringing to the table. I'm bringing this to the table. Well, it ain't
Yeah.
enough. It
That's
ain't
exactly what it
enough.
is.
You know, then we ain't
the
going
new
nowhere.
Generation. That ain't because you know the old generation
Yeah.
was doing all that. The new generation is, well, what you got? Well, I got what you bring.
Like the roles are so
Like,
reversed now, man.
always they looking to see what can you do for me or what can I do for you instead of coming together and building together.
Yeah, and that's kind of what my new project is about. Days in Dallas, following up from that, was about me being a little hoe in the city. Because I was getting around, boy.
He
I was
say
having
in the
fun.
city.
Yeah, I was
Dallas,
having fun
Dallas
in
city to do it if you're gonna do it, bro.
Yeah.
Like Dallas, man.
Yeah, for sure. But that was what Days in Dallas was about. Now my next project now is kind of about me finding not just purpose in my life, but realizing that I don't have enough time to fulfill that purpose. And it's time to get on top of that purpose.
Oh, you got a name for that project yet?
It's called Son of Man.
Subtle Man?
Son of Man.
Oh, Son of Man.
Yeah.
When that's dropping?
March.
In March?
Yes, sir.
Oh shoot,
Son of
that's
Man.
coming up here, man. That's first quarter. So you bringing the
Yeah.
heat first quarter, huh?
Yeah, man. March is when I'm looking to get it out.
How much
Thank you.
completion you have it on it done?
About 80%.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
I saw y'all boys go live on IG a few days ago.
Oh yeah,
man.
we was in studio. Yeah, we was in studio working. Yeah.
You look happy when you're in the studio, bro.
I'm happy when I'm around people in general, bro. I'm happy because I mean I feel the spirit of the Lord on people. You know, I'm just
All praises, man. All praises. Now, are there any like challenges or stumbling blocks that happen in your music career that you want to share with your audience outside of women? 'Cause that's most of our stumbling blocks, and that's just what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, talking about God, talking about the Lord, talking about Christ, talking about, you know, and a lot of people when they see my music, they're gonna say, "Oh, you can't curse, so you can't talk about sex," and it's like, Negro, how do you think you got here?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, I cannot talk about those things in the way you think that I can talk about it, but the subject needs to be raised because I'm gonna tell you the truth. You still watching porn, and you ain't telling nobody about that.
Show live.
You going to church and you got a whole history that you ain't delete when you walk in the church.
The whole history still on
You know what I'm
file
saying?
with the lotion by the bed. Cut it out. Cut it out.
So it's like, bro, if you're gonna judge me, bro, come on, be real with yourself, fam. Don't judge me because I'm the first one to think of. I'm not the first, but I'm trying to be real to myself. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, how can I be authentic to my world? You feel better when you start living like that.
When you just, he hit the hammer on the nail. You got to watch how you judgmental with people. You can't say, okay, well, you can't be cussing doing all that, but you watching Tubi, Netflix. You still listen to secular music. You still watching Power, Ghost, Snowfall. You watching all this stuff that has everything that you saying this man can't do.
You still watching it.
You still watching it. Be ye not a hypocrite.
Well, you know, the words say it's not that comes out of the mouth of a man that defiles him, but I believe it was the heart, what
Yes.
Christ was talking about.
Absolutely.
Now, I hope I got that scripture correctly, but
You got it.
Our heart posture is something that people need to look at. We be trying to be so smart and just, man, I don't care all that. Just treat me right, bro, and I'm gonna treat you right.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That is it. That's it. That's Christ-like.
Yeah.
That just shows you how many people know or think they know God and know Christ, and their hearts are far away from him, bro. They'll profess with their mouths all day that they walk this way and walk the day, but they don't, man. You can tell someone by their fruits. That's why you can know very quickly. Lloyd, good guy. Mitch, been a great guy. I mean this dude for the first time in person. I met his spirit before he even came in the door, bro.
I wasn't the best spirit when I texted you before, but I mean, now now that we here, I mean, I'm blessed to be here.
Yes.
I didn't know I was gonna do all this talking because I've been running my mouth this entire time.
Sure, it's all about you,
That's what
baby.
we here
You.
for.
I do feel like it's a blessing to be here with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right now.
What was a defining moment in your career where you thought that you had a talent great enough to inspire others?
Now that's what Son of Man is all about. God has been showing me that He puts talents in you for a reason. And see, talent is not just music. Talent can be good parenting. People need to learn how to parent correctly. Talent can be,
Especially in our culture.
making some artwork for somebody's house. And this is where community comes in there, bro.
Yeah. And us just being servants for one another.
That's exactly what it is. Servitude.
Servitude, exactly what it's about. What artists from the past that you listen to today still?
Been listening to a lot of Pac. What's his name? Guru. Been listening to a lot of Guru.
Gangstar, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gangstar. Just music in general, I know that's a broad answer, but anything that got a message to it, I'm listening to it.
And who's like currently in your playlist right now?
You're gonna laugh.
This
You're gonna
your
laugh
top
at me
five.
too. This ain't got shit to do with hip hop, but that dude who made that song, I want you, I need you right now. Stay.
I know this song.
What's somebody talking
I
about?
don't know who seen this song.
I like
song.
I like music in general.
Okay.
His name's Benson.
You ain't
Boone.
never heard that song?
No, we had to play it.
No, you didn't
Yeah.
heard this song. Everyone didn't heard that song.
Yeah.
You said that's been in your playlist?
Yeah, I mean, I just been listening to music generally. Anything that sound good and got a message to it, sound good. I'm listening to it.
How do you make your music unique in a fashion to where it comes across to your audience to where they gravitate towards it? Like, what's unique about your sound?
My life experience.
Okay.
Because there's only one me, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But what I go through, all of us can feel on a level.
Yeah.
You know,
we all can relate to it.
because if you started doing music, I promise you, there's a song you would create that I'd be like, man, that touched me. You know what I'm saying? No, did he?
You ever thought about being a musician?
Probably a director, but not no like music.
So behind the scenes.
Behind
with
the
it?
scenes. This here, this
Yeah.
podcast is I take pictures, but I don't take pictures.
Yeah.
And then being in front of the camera, but now it's like second nature now.
Oh, because you're him, right? I forgot your name. We
Right.
got to change your name from Mitch to Himothy, right?
No, I'm him. I'm not Himothy.
Okay,
I'm him.
You say I'm him.
him.
What's your family think about your musical journey?
They love it.
They
My
love
family loves my music. They always been supportive of what I do. But I'm ready to go ahead and it's funny. It's like me getting hired on the job and you're already ready to quit. But it's because I know what I have to do to get to where I got to get to. It's a lot of work, but at the same time, once I do go ahead and step out, I can say that I've done what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because all of this is about Christ. It's all about talking about our Lord, our Savior, and that's the direction. I don't know if it was Paul that said it or Peter, but the scripture says, "Do all things unto God as if you were doing it for yourself."
Yeah.
Or maybe backwards, but people need that help.
Yeah.
People have to see the Christ in you to believe in Him. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Because for some people, you'll be the only Bible that they see.
Yeah.
And that they read.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to be that example and walk Christ like. Is it hard? Absolutely.
I'm so glad you said that, because that's exactly where humans.
Yeah.
And that's where forgiveness comes in that.
Yes.
Some shit some people do though is kind of weird. Some of these niggas out here a little bit on the weird side.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's why grace comes in education.
Yes.
Comes in that.
Most definitely got to be edifying daily, man. You say your family supports and all that. Who you do your music for? Outside of the Father. That's where all the glory go to.
Human nature.
Human nature.
Yeah. So all the songs I talk about, I'm learning now more to be more expressive with things that I may think that people may want to hear in the right way.
Now, let me ask you this. because you mentioned it a few times in this podcast, so you're big on humanity.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that sometimes in the Hebrew Israelite community, it's like different. It's supposed to only be us, only Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your take on that?
Yeah, man. The best way I can say it is that we were supposed to be a light to the Gentiles.
That's what the words say.
And the Gentile, the word, I believe the word Gentile means, I can't remember what it means, but I mean, even then, when the Gentiles went off and began worshiping sticks and stones and false idols,
Yeah.
you know, Israel was supposed to be that example for the people, you know? So how can you be an example for somebody when you're walking in darkness yourself? You know?
You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't. And it's only a few of us that's actually walking around with that light. It's only a few, man. A lot of people have chosen this world to worship. They can't see the world to come. They lack faith.
But you know, you
with
can have
knowledge and understanding, bro. Like they can't see the world to come. They only focus on this world here, man. And a lot of people gonna perish in this fucking world.
But you know, you can have both. You can have heaven on earth and in the afterlife. And the reason why I say that is because
you gotta explain that one to me.
Yeah, the reason why I say that is because when you read the book of Proverbs, there's wisdom in every single different chapter that explains how to conduct yourself in life.
Okay.
And the word wisdom in Hebrew means skill.
Yeah.
The more skills you have in life, the better your life is going to become.
Yeah.
So if you want to know how to be a good wife, you go read Proverbs 31.
Correct.
You know?
The whole chapter.
The whole chapter.
Whole chapter.
And there's some other chapters that deal with other personal issues.
Yeah.
But God has set the foundation for mankind to live a peaceful life. Ecclesiastes says the whole duty of man is to serve God.
And keep the commandment.
That's it. You know? But when I say you can have heaven on earth, that just comes from working hard. Okay? There's a scripture that talks about that. It says, he that you see a diligent man in his business, he shall stand before kings and not mean men.
Yeah.
That word mean men just means the common man.
Yeah.
The man who hasn't made something of himself.
Right.
You know, but when you are passionate about something and you have something that can help everybody, it's only a matter of time before you get elevated to that level.
Absolutely.
You know?
And it's gonna be all the Father's doing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all the Father doing. And that's why I'm telling you in the last podcast, you should always remain humble, because when you're doing the will of the Father, everybody else is gonna praise you. That's what, like, the fame and all that stuff coming. We call it fame and all that, but the word says you ain't got to praise yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You do my work, and they will praise you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about being a light. But many people don't see that, man. Religion has completely blinded so many of us, bro.
Yeah.
And they going into these church houses paying all this money.
Yeah.
To these pastors, bro. And they really scattering the flock.
Yeah, they're not doing serious preaching, man. They're not really talking about the things that need to be talked about. Like, this podcast got very serious very quickly. And I know it's going to be somebody in their bed comfortable doing their head just like this.
Absolutely.
But I mean, the point is you need conversations like this.
You absolutely have to. Especially in our community, because a lot of times we go to church, man. When we think about the children of Israel in the scriptures, we also describe as being a very rebellious people.
Yeah.
So when you go to the book of Isaiah, I think it's 23rd, 21st chapter, where it speaks about how these rebellious children would want the prophets not to speak the truth, but to speak to them smooth, soothing saying.
Yeah. Tell them,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell them, yeah. You know, so now these people flood these churches and they paying their pastors money to tell them what they want to hear and not the fucking truth.
That, and on top of that, is motivational speeches. They just want to be told, if you keep going, you can do it. And that, we need to talk about prophecy. We need to talk about what's going on overseas in Europe. There's a war with Ukraine and Zelensky and Putin. You know, when you start talking about things like that in your household and moving with a sense of dignity like that, you're going to raise some children that are some next top-notch leaders.
And it also could be the opposite. You can also raise them to where they just go right into this world.
Yeah.
Think about how many of us as Negroes didn't grow up spiritually, bro. That's why we hate one another and be so quick to kill one another, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of times our surroundings can dictate how we move with one another as a people, where the word tells us completely different on how to love one another and all that.
And you look at that when you see the life of Christ.
Yeah.
The Pharisees just kept bothering him over dumb things.
They ain't know nothing. That's why Christ told them that their God was Satan.
Well, we don't even got to go that far. That's why Christ just started drawing in the sand, ignoring them.
Yeah.
Because most of the stuff they said was stupid.
Yeah.
They were literally arguing with him over dumb things. There was a lawyer that came to him and asked him a dumb question. And when Christ rebuked him, the lawyer walked away sad because he knew his heart posture was vain.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Even in John 3, when he was speaking to the leader of who was he speaking to in John 3? When he was telling him, he said, like, you supposed to know these things already. Who was he talking to?
Was it wasn't Nicodemus. It was one of the
I think it was Nicodemus?
It wasn't Josephus. It was
No, it wasn't Josephus. I think it was Nicodemus. I think it's John 3.
When
he was asking him how to be born again.
Yeah, I think it might be. It might be. I have to go back and read. But I know the context of what you're saying.
So what inspires you as an artist? Is it like the word? Doing the message?
It's got to be the word, bro. Because if it wasn't, I'm going to make this clear on record. If you're not talking about God, there's another God you're talking about in music. And we know what God you're talking about. When you're not talking about the God of the universe, there's another God that has you provocative in what you're talking about. And you can say you don't worship him, but the stuff that you talk about, what person gets on a record and claims to kill somebody? And then they talking about I'm smoking on this and that with pride. Like, bro, you got to be out of your mind talking like that.
I'm talking about with pride, man. How you want your music to be remembered? Because you're creating a legacy, man. And like you said, you've been building it through personal experiences, man. Like, this isn't no fluke, nothing fugazi. What you go in the studio and make hits on, make music on, is based off personal things, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of want when I get out of the music industry and shift to my next project, I want people to listen to the music, and I want it to help them think. I never thought music could actually be beneficial to change a person's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. When I listen to Kendrick Lamar's Mortal Man and To Pimp a Butterfly, that's a very beautiful project. So
I ain't really like To Pimp a Butterfly.
You didn't like that one?
But he
did have a lot of conceptual projects.
Yes.
You know? But I'm not, you know.
I think that's one of his projects I got to go back and I got to listen to again, man.
Yeah.
Because it most definitely wasn't Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
And I think that's what kind of threw me off. I was thinking it was going to be a long line, Good Kid.
More like a pop-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't pop-ish at all.
Yeah.
Pop-ish at all.
Do you think artists are supposed to evolve? Or do you think we're supposed to evolve? You think we're supposed to evolve?
From a fan perspective, no.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because once we fall in love with what you came out with, we want to see you just keep duplicating that. That's why most people projects, their beginning projects are the best. And then you start listening to other people. Like, I take someone like Young Jeezy. Like, his first few projects was like, bang. But then in his last few projects, you can tell he matured. It ain't about the dope game no more. They talk about, when they start speaking about other things that they didn't talk about when they first came out.
Because you're used to what they was.
Because we're used to that. Like, that's what got me hooked on you. Now, you talking about.
I don't know if it was his last.
Stocks and bonds and arts.
Two albums ago, it's all right. He got back to what he was talking about at the end, but for number one, I think he got 40-something tracks on there.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? This Jeezy?
So I think
you say he matured.
So I think from a fan perspective, we know that y'all are gonna evolve as men or women, but that also pours into y'all music and it changes it. I think it has to be like a smooth merger into that, man. If not, you will lose a lot of your core audience. I think a lot of artists have.
That's true.
Because their evolution.
People stuck and want to hear what they used to.
But human nature is fickle. One day a person can say I don't rock with him no more, and then you drop a song and they come out, that's my nigga. Like that's people, man. We're fickle. Cole has always been my fan. I mean, I've always been a fan of Cole, man. I've always loved J. Cole. But y'all know what happened recently. That situation that happened between him and Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah.
A lot of people changed up on J. Cole and called him weak and all that, but can you call yourself a fan after that? When you love someone, you love them for who they are, good and bad. And you help them get through those chapters. We go back to community again, because when you love them, you love them.
I'm a huge Cole fan. And Cole know he's one of the best. Cole may even think he's the best. But with hip hop being so competitive, you are now at the point to where you can prove that you're the best. Yeah. See, that's what Kendrick is doing right now.
You got to give it to Dot. Dot is definitely. I think Kendrick is one of the ones for sure. I had to put Drake up there too. I didn't think Drake could come like that. Drake is nice.
Drake has a pen.
Drake defended himself very good. A lot of people hating on him. Drake did very good defending himself. Kendrick did exceptionally phenomenal defending himself.
And what Cole was supposed to do?
You know, Cole defended himself with Port Antonio. He defended himself. He said in there a lot. They claim me of my spot, and I'm finally free. A lot of these artists don't want the position that we put them in. They just want to feed their families. And he didn't want the drama. And you got to respect that. You know?
You don't think he was playing it safe?
I did hear him put out that the 7-minute drill, but then the way he responded after that, when he took it down, he probably had a moment of clarity and asked himself, is this really who I am? You had those moments.
So this whole, what is it, beef or whatever between them, y'all think this real?
Yeah. You see how many tracks they dropped? Them niggas was dropping tracks back.
That's what I'm getting, because they know what I gotta go get. If I drop this on him, they gonna buy mine, then come buy yours and see what I see.
I think that's where us as a culture look into it, and we want that. These dudes really be having animosity towards each other, but
yeah, they really don't like each other.
Well, power. It's power. But we as fans do that to them. We do that to them.
Yeah.
We put them in that position, because if Drake, Kendrick, and Cole were all behind closed doors and they didn't have us as an audience, they would probably be the best of friends. I mean, look at, and the reason why I say that is because look at TDE. There was a moment when Schoolboy Q, when he had a little come up,
right?
He said a few things about Kendrick Lamar. Schoolboy Q was at a where was he at? He was at a airport or something, and they asked him a question about Kendrick, and he was just kind of nonchalant about it. But it happens. Everybody wants their time to shine.
Now,
that's crazy.
Do you think Not Like Us, with all this fame that it's come to, is the greatest diss track ever? Ever.
I'm going to tell you what Fat Joe said.
What did he say?
Fat Joe said that when it started getting played in the club, that's how he knew it was a hit song. And I just was just shaking my head the other day, and I was like, Fat Joe, you got a point. Because he, Kendrick was saying some stuff on that record, and are we going to deny that it's not a hit song? It's a hit song, man.
They play it everywhere.
I always thought it. I think it's mid, bro. I think it's
probably because of the way they overplayed it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they do overplay.
They do overplay, but that's why I'm looking at culture and why we did that to Drake. Because it's like, are we purposely hating on Drake now?
Drake been top for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Drake has been number one for the longest, bro. He's had only other rapper I think had that long of a run would probably have to be Wayne. And
even he's great. But I tell you, Kendrick said something about Wayne the other day, and I wasn't really feeling it, because I was like, I think Kendrick's in the corner defending himself against people, and it's like, you don't got to do that, man. We already respect Kendrick. Everybody can have an opinion. Now, I don't personally think I wanted to see Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl, but I mean, it's just that. It's an opinion. It doesn't mean you have to hate on the person.
Why you don't want to see Wayne in New Orleans?
Well, you got to look at.
You had Snoop and them, and
it ain't got nothing to do with that.
No, I'm saying when they was in L.A.
When you look at the way a person performs, you know what I'm saying, on the way they perform on a mic, do you think Wayne can do a Super Bowl? The way Kendrick can, spectacularly, with all the theatrics and stuff like that?
Old Wayne.
With his old stuff. It'd have to be all his stuff in the past.
And a person may get offended and say, well, you're wrong, but This is where we remove the ego from. Either you can or you can't. That's really what. Either you can do it or you can't. If you can do it, show us. But if you can't do it, there's really no reason to argue about it.
I think the location itself warrants them boys to be on stage, man. I think with it being in New Orleans,
I can agree with that.
You say you agree with that?
No, I can agree with
You
that.
agree with that, yeah.
Because that's like Frankie Beverly, when Frankie Beverly, before he passed, and he put on that concert for Louisiana.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
I can agree with it.
Juvenile, all of them got to be out there, man, because we talking about the biggest sports event ever, and it's in y'all hometown.
It's like they're not going to pay homage to the hometown people.
Got to.
But are we talking about a concert, or are we talking about a sports event?
Both.
You think both are important?
Would this be Kendrick Lamar's biggest concert this year?
Well, he's already performed at the Super Bowl. And we've seen what he did. Spectacular. Yeah. It was so amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Is he going to perform not like us there, though, bro?
He just might.
He got to. It's
he
a
just
must.
might.
Or it's going to be a bunch of talk why he didn't.
You think they're going to be screaming that he's probably A minor? You think they're going to do all that at the Super Bowl, bro? If he do not like us, it's going to have to be maybe a snippet of it, bro.
It's going to be short.
It just
maybe just a hook or some shit.
Right. It's
it
going
just
to be
might.
short, but it ain't going to.
But I kind of feel bad for Drake, though. I feel like Drake's been put in a position where culture just shitting on him for no reason. Yeah. Okay, there's a reason why we shitting on Drake, but I mean, now we just kind of overdoing it. You know what I'm saying?
But why are we shitting on Drake? Based off what Kendrick said? Is it truth behind that? I ain't never heard Drake messing with little kids.
You don't know what people doing. We don't know what they doing.
You know, I think we live in a culture now to where you can just say anything and it'll go.
People run with it.
And
yeah.
People run with it. Put it out and they run with it.
It'll go, man. Last question, man. What message would you give a young, inspiring artist, bro?
Keep God first. Serve the Lord with all your heart and your mind and your soul. And even if you don't know how to serve God, be true to yourself. And as you're being true to yourself, give yourself grace to make mistakes. And in the process, find God. Because when you do that, when you give yourself grace to make mistakes and you're fighting God, that's where you begin to become authentic and you find peace. And you don't have to censor yourself. And you can say things that are respectful without being disrespectful.
True. Amen.
Well, look, man, since you say you want to say some things, man.
I'm ready when you are.
You know what I'm saying? We couldn't bring you on the podcast, man. You got
16.
Yeah, you got to bless us with a freestyle, man. Hey, look, it's first time on BLKJEWWRLD Podcast, man. We got a freestyle going. You know what I'm talking about?
The world premiere.
The world premiere, baby.
Yeah.
We talk about not like us. Let's see what he got, man.
Right.
Hey, check. Yeah. First thing first, man. Getting money like gas store merchants. Love a woman with the body and curves who don't make those two things only her whole purpose. Rap niggas 5-0, no Curtis. On these rap songs confessing the murders. On Twitter like a bitch doing bird shit. No wonder we living in Deuteronomy curses. Y'all boys better stop that before you end up somewhere burning. Yeah. Pop out and show niggas, freestyling, go with the flow, nigga. Everybody knows when I spit notes, everything that I say sound better than what you wrote, nigga. Max is the king, no fake pump. All them rap songs that you make sound made up.
Bitch.
You want to run it back?
He said you want to run it back.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
He said bring it back. I'm ready.
Take me back. Take me back to it.
Hold
I'm
up.
feeling that one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah, I mean,
Bring
They
it
not
back.
like us. They not like us. Yeah. Hey, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Yeah. You can do it again? I'm cool with it.
Gonna bring it back?
That's cool.
Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, check. First thing first, man. Getting money like gas store merchants. Love a woman with the body and curves who don't make those two things only her whole purpose. Rap niggas 5-0, no Curtis. On these rap songs confessing the murders. On Twitter like a bitch doing bird shit. No wonder we living in Deuteronomy curses.
Deuteronomy
Y'all
28,
better
baby.
stop that before you end up somewhere burning. Yeah. Pop out and show niggas, freestyling, go with the flow, nigga. Everybody knows when I spit notes, everything that I say sound better than what you wrote, nigga. Max is the king, no fake pump. All them rap songs that you make sound made up.
Yeah.
7 years now, I be laid up, sitting with a bad bitch pulling on her lace fronts. She want a bad man, J Huss. I want 12 tribes, Jacob. Polygamy is not what I aim for, but the girl wetter than the ocean, the name more. That's what she sound like. Yeah, I put it down right. Enough with the sex talk, man. That's the only thing you industry niggas talking. I miss when hip hop had substance. You know, before corporate America touched this. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Nah, they not like. They not like. They not like us. I'm a little hungry. I ain't gonna lie. I can do another one though.
You got one more in you?
Yeah,
man?
we can do one more.
You got one
Let's
more?
keep it rolling. Let's do one more.
We got one more.
Appreciate it, bro.
You got something, bro.
Let it roll.
That boy got something, man.
Yeah, I like that. I hope I hear this on.
Bring that second beat on real quick.
That boy got something, man. You see how you put? I'm gonna tell you.
Shout out to Locks and Jadakiss.
New York, stand up.
New York, stand up. And Dallas and Houston. Yeah. All right. I got to get comfortable.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah. What it take to reach greatness, sacrifice. I want heaven right now in the afterlife. Got a shorty up in Germany with bigger thighs. Girl look slimmer than the In-N-Out burger fry. Go figure, pockets got bigger. I started forgiving all of all my niggas. Switch beats like a dinner date. Don't matter what beat Max play, it's getting 8. I want a girl like Mooney Long who can help me unpack when I move along. All American, no reject, but the girl pressed for the boy like 3 sets. I'm serious, no recess. Only time that I play is counting green checks. 7 years now, then I relax while you fall like biting on steep steps. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Maximillion, baby.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I got one more.
Oh, you got one more in you?
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mitch, you got one in you too, baby?
You can come after me.
Nah, I got some ad-libs. That's
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I heard the Jada kiss over there. I heard the little.
I'm gonna do one more.
Shout out Jada.
Yeah.
Got one more?
Check. Been up 3 days straight on a mission. Doc Dre flow, every note penicillin. Ex-chick checking, meal keep stretching. Better life goals, ain't no way I'ma be stressed. And I'm blessed and I'm getting in the book like Reverend 24/7. Send a prayer to heaven, smooth with the flow. Mike Jackson, I was playing with you all, now I'm right back in, I ain't balling. Job Morris, speak to the youth. Truth, something we longing. Know what it's like to be lost with a calling. I see the path, still keep stalling. Fighting off demons and deadbeat friends. Kept my composure, I'm cool in the end. Every loss that I have, make way for the win. When I come for the top, I don't mean put it in.
Say, man, that's how we do it here on Black Jew World Podcast, man. He got something, Mitch.
Appreciate it, man.
He got something, man.
Appreciate it. Y'all think I'm gonna have a long career, man? Y'all think it's gonna be coming and going? Or
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Keep speaking the truth. Some people don't like it, but you got people out
need
there
to
that
hear
like
it.
the truth.
Yeah.
Speak the truth.
You got that
Leave
Ruach
it
Kadesh in you,
artificial
man.
alone.
Ain't no stopping you, bro.
Yeah.
You got the Holy Spirit in you,
Wouldn't
man.
be against us.
Let the people know where they can find your merch, where they can find your music, all your social handles. Let them know, bro.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Maximillion Rogers. That's MAXI Rogers. And yeah, same on my website, MaximillionRogers.com.
There you have it. MaximillionRogers.com. You go check out this brother music, man.
Mr. Roger.
Appreciate y'all.
Black Jew World Podcast. We out of here, man.
Mr.